Howdy, James.
James,
Hi. Morning. How are you?
We're
we're well,
good.
thank you.
Thank
We're
you.
getting excited for
Stranded.
we're getting excited for the premiere.
Yeah, I am excited for the premiere too. Trust me, I am. I can't wait to see it. Stranded on the
Yeah.
island without tools to survive, can the castaways escape the island? Discovery Channel's brand new Naked and Afraid Castaways is premiering real soon. Today I have Kara Bennett and have Andrew Shayde. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning, howdy.
Howdy, howdy. I'm gonna start it off with you, Kara. You joined the army at 17. You're counterintelligence, which means tech. But when you're on an island with nothing, there is no tech. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so counterintelligence honestly is it's a you're working with people. So you have to be able to navigate and learn people's behaviors and their personalities. And so honestly, a lot of what I learned from counterintelligence, I was able to bring into this challenge because I'm thrown in with not, a group of people. There was 9 of us. So having to navigate big personalities, that's a skill.
Talk about the two guys that you had to work with, your team.
Yeah, I was partnered with Boulant and Naeem. They were, Boulant is considered, I think, a Naked and Afraid legend. He's known to be really salty and not cooperative. And Naeem, in his last challenge, he tapped out.
Wow, that's very interesting. Andrew, speaking of tapping out, you have tapped out a couple of times. One was medical. We won't get into that one. But how do you think you're going to do with this one?
Yeah. To me, this is make or break. I mean, my first one, yeah, I was med tapped. I was forced to leave because of a medical situation. The second one, I chose to leave, struggling with sleep deprivation and dehydration. And to me, this is it. The Castaways is my last chance. If I don't make this one, I'm done for sure. So I've got to give this one everything that I've got because I feel like I have something to prove. I know that I'm tough enough to complete this, but I haven't been able to prove that yet. So this is 3 strikes and you're out for me.
Andrew, it's very interesting. It says you've been shooting bows and throwing spears your whole life. So when you got to the island, was that something you were thinking about, was making a bow and arrow?
Making a bow certainly is very hard, but we definitely had our hand at a lot of different things. That was what makes Castaways so unique and so different than, Naked and Afraid's been around for over 10 years, and Castaways just kind of pushes the envelope. One, it's way harder because we start with absolutely nothing, but we also get to use anything that we can kind of scavenge from this island. So we had to keep our brains like on high alert, keep them active, and keep our eyes open because we're going to need the things around us to make it to day 21.
Yeah, speaking of keeping your brain working, Kira, you had to work with 2 of your teammates, but once everybody got together, what were the personalities like as far as working together?
Very dynamic. I had obviously never met Boulant before. I had never met Naeem before. All 3 of us come from very different walks of this earth. I already kind of, meeting Boulant, I already had an idea of who he might be based off of his previous challenges because he's done several before this. And I had no idea what to expect from Naeem except from his previous challenge. So it was definitely a learning curve. We had our conflicts, but at the end of the day, they're humans. I love everybody, so it was a challenge, but it was a good one.
Yeah. This island is unique in that it is far more difficult than most environments out there. And I think it is, no spoilers, but I think it is exceptionally unlikely to think that all 9 of us are going to walk off this island. This island is a formidable force and it is hell.
I see both of you. Andrew, you're from Lexington, Kentucky. Kara, you're from Nashville, Tennessee. Did you ever do anything in the woods in either one of those states that helped you on this island?
I grew up doing scouts and hunting and fishing with my dad, but nothing compares to being out in the wild with nothing. I mean, you're so used to having your backpack and your supplies and your knife and your fire starter and a tarp, and it is so hard to compare that to a real life survival situation where you have nothing to start with.
Yeah, I would agree. It's a totally different ball game when you don't have your tools and your sleeping bags and your fire starters or anything like that. So you really can't compare the two. Yes, you can spend all the time outside you want, but at the end of the day, the two environments are completely different. You know, Andrew and I don't live in a jungle typically. You know, so even if we had the skills, you know, in the woodsy, foresty area, it might not be applicable to, you know, a wet jungle.
Yeah, Kentucky, like our biggest fear is white-tailed deer running into your car. Out there, there's, 22-foot saltwater crocodiles that will pull you underwater in a second.
Jesus, I couldn't do it, guys. As I told the others, I just couldn't do it. I've been talking with Kerra Bennett, Andrew Shayde. It's Discovery Channel's brand new Naked and Afraid Castaways. Good luck to both of you. I'm looking forward to seeing this series and how it winds up.
Thanks for having us.
Much. Yes, Sundays, y'all watch it. It's absolutely wild.
I am going to watch, trust me. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.